Today on the table, I'm bringing you the FNS 9 and the M&P 9. You will see a price split of about $17, the FN being about $17 cheaper than the M&P. The FN is a lighter firearm. It's also not as long. Slightly shorter. And not quite as fat. The FN does have night sights. Unfortunately, all the sights are the same color, which isn't cool. I'd rather have a different color front sight, but whatever, at least it's got night sights, which you don't get on the M&P. Both do have changeable grips. I tried all the different ones on the M&P, looking for one that would feel really good in my hands. For me, at least, the FN, without a doubt, feels far superior in your hands. The overall styling, without a doubt, I love the FN. The simplicity of it, how the cuts are done, that little double barrel that sticks out, just the way the grip feels, the overall look of it, definitely like that. This, it's more like, how would you describe that? Almost like a sea creature, if that makes any sense. Like long, sweeping curves. I just love the 90s this has. Like all over it, just 90-degree angles. And I don't know, it does it for me. This is more sleek and sweeping curves. Not really a fan. Even the serrations, they have curves in it. Like I said, it almost feels like it was designed off of like some sort of sea creature or something. Both have the same capacity. You're looking at 17+1. The FN does have an ambi mag release, ambi slide release. The M&P, I believe it can be switched. I'm like, yeah, even the magazine's got the cuts. I believe this can be converted for left or right, but just like how it comes, it's only right. You would have to switch it to the left. And the slide release is on both sides. Takedown is exactly the same. Lock the slide to the rear, flip your lever, eject your magazine, let the slide go forward, dry fire it, good to go. Both have captured recoil springs. The FN definitely has a better polish on the feed ramp. Controls from your normal shooting position. Magazine release is doable. A little bit of a stretch, but not that big of a deal. Slide release, totally doable. This has a 90 on the back sight, so you would not be able to rack this off your clothes. You'll just slide off of it. M&P. I can hit the slide release if I switch my grip. Like basically bring my middle finger up and cock the firearm slightly. That's definitely doable. But without switching my grip, it's extremely tough. Because it's got this little gate right here. Protects you from hitting the mag release. This does have a 90 on the rear sight. So you could rack this off your clothes. Slide release. Definitely doable. When you purchase the firearms, with the FN, like I said earlier, changeable back strap. You get, if I can get it out of here, an FN refrigerator magnet, an FN firearms lock, the fired case, owner's manual, warranty card, and 2 extra magazines. The actual hard case itself, it's just folded plastic in the rear here, so if you were to use this a lot, it would fail. It's not the best of case. It does have a nice latching system in the front and a place for a padlock. The M&P, changeable back straps, 1 extra magazine, owner's manual, some off-brand lock that doesn't even say Smith & Wesson on it, warranty card, and you do get a foam cutout case. The actual design on the case of the M&P is better. It's hinged in the back, so this could last the lifetime of the firearm. It also does have a spot for a padlock, and it does have a nice latching system. Trigger brake. M&P. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Here's your reset. And then your brake again. Got some take up. Some creep. Feels like a wall right here. Kind of a lot of pressure. And a snap. FN. It's lighter, but the M&P definitely has a better brake. It's much cleaner. Here's a reset. Some creep, and then a snap. A single, very slow shot, I would definitely be better with the M&P. Follow-up shots, because this has a lighter trigger, and I feel the reset's a little bit better. At a fast rate of speed, I believe I would have better shot grouping and better shot placement with the FN. As far as customer service goes, I've never used Smith & Wesson customer service, so I don't have an opinion on it. FN has one of the worst customer service right next to Troy Industry. Troy Industry is slightly worse than FN. But I've had to pay, when I've damaged my firearms, even when it's not my fault, I've had to pay shipping there, the cost of the overinflated part to replace the damage, repair time to replace the part that's damaged, and then shipping back. Nothing was covered. Smith & Wesson, like I said, I've never used their warranty service, but it's gotta be better than FN. I mean, they have terrible warranty and customer service. But I suppose when you're mostly dealing with military contracts, that's not really a big thing to you. I mean, you have military contracts backing you up, so if you anger the general public, well, you still got your military contracts. Smith & Wesson, especially the M&P line, I've never liked because it says M&P right on it, implying military police, implying not for civilian use. And they've even pulled their firearms from the civilian market before because they thought they were getting a military contract. So they're like, oh, we don't need the civilian market, get rid of it. Any company that doesn't support the Second Amendment community, I don't support. Now, it needs to be understood, there is a bias here. I am an FN fanboy. I've always liked their products. I've liked the way they've done their styling. I like the over-engineering of them. Just my personal preference. I mean, we're talking about a hammer forged barrel inside of a pistol. Like, who does that? That's just crazy. So, out of these two firearms, which one would I pick and why? My choice would be the FN. It's $17 cheaper. You get night sights. You get 3 magazines instead of 2. The styling, to me at least, is much more refined. The overall firearm itself just looks more refined, more quality. You got the Ambi mag release. The high quality parts. The Smith & Wesson, it looks sloppy. Yeah, it's got a better trigger brake, which is really nice. But the trigger itself is heavier. So it's a trade-off. I can go with one really nice, really refined, well-aimed shot, or I can go with better follow-up shots and better shots when I'm shooting the firearm fast. There's no night sights on it. I don't like the flowing style. It just never, it doesn't look good to me. How the frame ends before the slide ends. Like the FN, that looks so much more cleaner. A nice 90 right there. To me personally, I'm probably going to get some hate in the comments. If somebody bought the M&P 9, it's because their firearms dealer didn't have the FNS on the table. A lighter firearm, a better firearm, comes with more accessories, at a higher quality, at a cheaper price. There's no reason whatsoever I would ever pick this firearm over this firearm. Anyway, I really appreciate you watching my videos. If you'd like to check out any of my other videos, you can click on the links up here. If you'd like to help support the channel, you can click on my Patreon link, or click on the affiliate link in the description. Even if you don't buy what the link's for, just clicking on that and buying shit you were already gonna buy, I get a kickback because you went there off my link. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.